welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and I'm here with your readings for March the 26th through April the 1st. I can't believe we're in April already. It's crazy. So first of all, thank you for liking my videos, for sharing them on your social media, for commenting. I read every comment, for subscribing if you haven't already. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And please check out my Patreon page. I have a Patreon page. The link will be below, and it'll also be on my YouTube channel, and just check it out. It's another way to just support me, and I want to thank my patrons. I just started it a week or so ago, and it's just thank you. Now, I just wanted to do a little astrological report first. Also, personal readings are below. These are for general readings. They're for your sun, moon, and rising. You'll find those links to the other videos down below, so you can click on your sun, moon, and rising. And I will put a timeline if you're checking out more than one video, where to skip this intro, because I'll put this intro on everything. So the big news is the full moon in Libra on the 31st. Now, this is a blue moon. We call it a blue moon. That's how it comes, once in a blue, right? Once in a blue moon. It's usually every 2.5 years, but we actually had one in January. But we didn't have only because we didn't have a full moon in February, because it was 28 days. It was too short. So we have 2 full moons, and the second moon is not really blue. It's just called a blue moon. Anyway, enough about that. Let's go to astrology. So this very powerful full moon is in Libra. Now, Libra is about love. It's about relationship. It's about harmony. It's no conflict. It wants to be balanced, and that's wonderful, right? Yes. But at the same time, the Sun and Mercury, which is retrograde, is opposing it, and that's in Aries. And also we have Mars in Capricorn and Saturn opposing it too. So there's this, there's Leo. There's the full moon in Libra out there on its own, trying to balance all this energy, and it's going to be a little challenging. Now, so they're all challenging aspects. Now, the thing that's going to save us somewhat is that, okay, the Sun is about, your identity, me, shining on me, right? And Mercury is about communication. But Mercury is retrograde, so when a planet's going forward, it's about what you project outward, right? So when it's retrograde, it's about going in. So, with this Mars energy, we're going to want to we'll perhaps, say something really fast without thinking. So with Mercury in retrograde, it might slow it down a bit. Also with Saturn there. Saturn, Mars is about action, moving forward really fast, and Saturn's about no, slow, stop, and may even put blocks in place to slow you down, right? It's known as the planet of accidents. Sometimes it's just to slow you, stop. You need to slow down. It's the planet of teaching lessons, right? So it's a dynamic energy that's happening this week. And if we look, full moons are usually a culmination, right? It can be the ending of something. It can be, releasing relationships. It can be releasing behaviors that aren't working for us anymore. It can be releasing the way we react or respond, or releasing friendships. It can be about forgiveness. It can be about healing. It's a good time to kind of reflect and to go in and see what no longer works for us anymore. That's what a full moon is really good for. And also it can be the culmination and, you know, the blossoming of something that you've really worked hard on. And it could be the culmination of all that. You know, your intentions at the first moon, right? At the new moon, go back and see what your intentions were. That's why I always write mine down and see if anything's come to fruition. It's really interesting, really is, to do that. Now, what else is going on? I have to put my glasses on and look at my notes for this. Yes, it can be very emotional and sensitive for some people. Of course, that's the new moon, right? We could be extremely sensitive when somebody says something and we could really be hurt by it. So it's important to really think before we speak, like bite your tongue. You know, take a deep breath in. Think about what you're going to say. And also what you can say, what you say may be misconstrued. Now, Venus will have moved into Taurus, and Venus is at home in Taurus, darling. She's going home. She's feeling really good. She'll be languishing on the couch, eating bonbons, taking, you know, rose petal baths. She's going to feel romantic. She's going to feel wonderful. So you've got this wonderful energy. And at the same time, she's moving into a really nice aspect to Uranus, which is the planet of surprises. Meet a new love. We could bump into someone unexpectedly when we least expect it, right? It could be about, you know, Venus is about finances too. We could have some surprises with finances. So I feel that this is a really interesting and a really lovely energy coming in. And I think this is a really opportune time to focus on, you know, equality and balance, because that's what Libra is about. And look what's happening, you know, across the nation. It's all the young people are you know, rising up and what amazing speakers they were. I was blown away by that. Anyway, listen, that's getting on something else. Anyway, that was just so moving to watch that. To watch all those young people so articulate and so confident and so done with what's going on. Power to you guys. You're going to save us. Anyway, let's go to your card, shall we? Hello, Aries. Happy birthday. Mwah. Thank you for joining me. Now, you get an extra card this week because it's your birthday. You get an extra card while your birthday season lasts. So you are the first to get your reading. And you may be the only one this evening because it's rather late. Your first card is the Four of Air. This is a beautiful deck. Look at that. The Four of Air here. The Four of Air is about asking yourself, what is distracting you in your life, right now? What is it that you can remove or change? So this, to me, this is about almost like decluttering, right? There's so much going on here. You know, it's about not being focused. It's about your attention is being taken away from what you need to be doing, right? So when this card comes up, it's asking us to really look at what's distracting us and really hone in your focus on what you're meant to do. I feel that this is this was the energy of Neptune in Pisces, right? It's very ethereal and dreamy, and you're daydreaming a lot and you can't get things done, and it makes your mind fuzzy, and all that distraction mentally can make you completely exhausted and depleted. So at this time you are being asked to, and also when you think about it, right, when you declutter your house or where you live, you feel more orderly, right? This is about bringing order into your life. It's about bringing good habits into your life. What did I read today? I can't remember. I wish I could remember. It's something about it's not your goals, it's your habits that will help you reach your goals, or something like that. So it's about changing your habits. It's about bringing in routine, right? Routine is structure. So when you bring routine and structure, 4 means structure, right? That's that number. It means structure and stability. So we need to bring stability into our lives. So we need to create healthy habits, right? That's what this is about. It's about creating healthy habits. It's about creating a healthy routine, something that's going to bring us closer to the goals that we desire. Now, clarifying that, you have 2 cards that fell out clarifying that card, and one of them was the Death card. And you know, people freak out when the Death card comes in, but this is an internal transformation. It's death and rebirth, right? So it's the death of the distraction, and it's the rebirth of structure, organization, and order. You know, bringing order into your life. It gives you purpose when you have a routine, a healthy routine, structure and order, and you clear out the clutter. It'll help you think, it helps you with clarity, and it'll help you move forward, right? So this is about an internal transformation, total change in the way, you know, it's a new beginning. It's a new beginning for you. And you've got the 8 of Pentacles, right? This is known as the Apprentice card. What is it that you need to learn? How do you need to put this stuff into place, this structure and this order? Maybe you need to go back to school. Maybe that's one of your, you know, way to order things. How can you and also, to me, this is also about paying attention to the details, right? This is about being detail oriented. So the next card you have is the Counselor. The Counselor is this wonderful, incredible, caring person who is intelligent, emotionally available, an incredible lover who's willing to experiment, and he's a counselor. He's like a protector. He's the safe harbor in the storm, right? So this is about somebody who's very grounded. This is about when he shows up in a reading, right? It's saying, you know, you can relax. Things are going to be okay. You know, feel the balance coming in. The storm's over. You're in the harbor. It's safe. You can breathe. This is about letting go of the control, letting go of the fear. And this is about feeling secure, right? Now, clarifying that, you've got the Temperance, right? The Temperance card. The Temperance is everything in moderation. Now, this guy is not... This is also about dropping the gender roles, right? So it's about, you know, men can be just as sensitive and caring and loving as women, and women can be just as cut off and inconsiderate as some men, right? So it's about dropping the gender roles. He's known as the Counselor, right? Because he's the person that you can talk to. You can become the counselor. You have this wonderful life experience where you can be you can listen to people, you can help them, you can guide them. And this is saying everything in moderation. So this, you can explore your emotions. This guy is not afraid to explore his emotions. He's not afraid to feel, right? He's not afraid to express his feelings. So this is about expressing your feelings, and it's about looking at them, and it's not about, when the temperance comes in, it's about, be careful not to overdo things this at this time. You know, don't overindulge, don't overdrink, don't do, I'm not saying, you know, don't do anything, but do everything. Look, that's the mantra. Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. People use all kinds of things. They use, you know, physical, you know, sex to get out of their feelings. It's not about running away from your feelings. Right now, you're being asked to look at your feelings, right? You're being asked to explore those emotions. You're being asked to feel those emotions. You're being asked to be present in your relationships, right? That's what you're being asked to be present, Aries. Now, the next card that you get is the 11th of air, right? You see, that's a beautiful card. Look at that. This is about your mind and your body. This is about the effect your mind has on your body. So yes, you can be up in your head, and look, it's proven that your mind has an effect on your body. I mean, scientists have studied it. Yogis are able to regulate their blood pressure and their heart rate just by meditation. You know, they've done studies on multiple personalities where one of the personalities needs glasses, for example, and another one doesn't, and one has one health issue and the other one doesn't. So it has been documented. It is very important to clear your mind. And when this card comes up, I'm always saying this is about meditation. You are in your head way too much, and it's about looking at it's about looking at your belief systems, right? Also, is about looking at how you think, right? And, you know, some people can be hypochondriacs. If you tell someone a symptom of a disease, they automatically take it on. My sister's like, don't, and she's got a name for every diagnosis. She has like 20 diagnoses. Oh my God, she's so funny. She's got diagnoses I've never even heard of. So this is about, what do you believe, right? This is about changing the way you think. This is about moving in a different direction. This is about taking a different road, right? Start understanding that your mind really controls your body. Meditate, guys, meditate. You can be healthy. You just have to decide to, and you have to believe that you can. So this card comes up. It's like, look at your belief systems. Look at how, really be open to how your mind affects your body. Be open to that concept and explore it, right? Maybe you've been ill for a while. Maybe you can change that, you know? And clarifying that is the Fool, darling. It's like a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith, darling. You can heal yourself. Oh, that's it. You can heal yourself. That's the book by Louise Hay. I mean, she wrote that years and years and years ago. And I have another huge physiological book with the same thing. It's like an encyclopedia of what can go on with your body, and, you know, what is the emotional. It's really, your body has a response to your emotional state. So when you meditate, you're not putting your body through so many emotional states, you know? I mean, look, we all feel emotions. Yes, exactly. But do we sit in fear for a long time? You know, isn't that, you know, doesn't that create like phobias and panic attacks? You know, those, you know, people think they're having a heart attack when I've worked with a lot of people with panic attacks. And And it's interesting, it becomes the fear of having a panic attack. It's so fascinating how the mind will put the body through all kinds of transitions and trauma. So this is about taking a new journey. This is about, I see a big internal change for you, Aries. This week, this is fluid, so it can be this week, or I see you really looking at something. This is a perfect time also to go inside, to look at what's going on with us, to become aware. This is about waking up. I see you waking up, Aries. In your birthday season, I see internal growth, internal spiritual growth. And on that note, your extra card, I have chosen Spirit Messages. They jumped out at me. So I feel that you're supposed to hear this message, whatever it's going to be. So what messages do we have? Lovely Aries this week. What spirit? Oof, that came out straight away. Let's see what this is. Ancestral wisdom. Look, ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. So this is about growth, and this is about you being open to learning new things. Look, I see that. I see that you are becoming spiritually aware, and you can really grow. You can grow spiritually and emotionally this week. And I feel that this is a whole new beginning for you. It's kind of exciting. I think it's about self-awareness, definitely. It's about, look, you see this? Your ancestors. Look, it's all about third eyes. It's all about the mind. So when you go in and you declutter the mind, you meditate, you'll be able to receive these messages and these lessons from your ancestors. That's the downloads when you meditate. How lovely is that? Aries, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email mary@liveinthesolution.com.